Hey guys, this is Blake from Blake's Sanctum, retro site for retro games. Welcome to another episode in my series of rarely seen Starflight fan remakes, spin-offs and sequels. I'm doing this series as part of a big update to my Starflight gaming website that tributes all the awesome fan projects out there. And this video is my tour of Starflight 3. Yes, the big granddaddy of the Starflight projects, the ill-fated project that was sadly went through many iterations and never finished, and this was the only publicly released demo of the game way back in 2004. It doesn't have a huge amount of features, but it is pretty cool to look at, and I just wish like hell that this particular iteration of the project had been finished, but never, and I'll go into more details on that as we play, but let's get started, and I'll head over. If we look at the star map, we're relatively near a system, and there's no music here at the start, but there is music, guys. I've just got to sort of go in and out of a system, and that seems to kick it off for some reason. So if I head up diagonally a bit and then across, bang, there we go, that kicks off the music. Now this basically the one that everyone really looks back on fondly was the pictures on the old Starflight 3 website were from, and this demo is, I think, heavily based off, is the old sort of late 90s to early 2000s build of Starflight 3, which got very complete apparently, and you could do all sorts of stuff. And sadly, apparently, from what I've heard, there was a disagreement. And as you can see, it's beautiful star graphics, although it's not animating, sadly. But anyway, there was a disagreement over the direction of the project, whether they should stick with the 2D or switch to 3D. Because obviously it's early 2000s now, there's heaps of 3D games coming out and everyone's all excited about that kind of stuff. And apparently the disagreement got sufficiently bad that the main 3 or so people behind that classic engine got up and left and took the source files, or the engine files, with them, leaving the project in a mess. And in the end, a new team took over in 2005, 6ish, and converted, I think they converted everything over to an engine that was using, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but it was Allegro. And that version appeared to be pretty much a copy of this old classic engine, but Windows based, and I think just ported over to a new engine. And I've actually got the source files for that one now, and so I think that is very similar to this, and except that one has everything. You can land, orbit planets, because sadly here I cannot orbit planets, which is such a pity. There's nothing I can do about it, guys. So as you can see, there's no orbit planet command, and the science officer won't scan the planet or do anything proper. There's nothing I can do. And but in this more complete Allegro version, you can apparently land on planets. I think there's the star base, so you can do stuff on there. You can meet aliens and I think battle them and stuff like that. So it's I've got that, but the problem is the source files, I'm not a programmer, so I don't really know how to get them going and compiled and everything, so I'm currently speaking to some of the people who were around at that time to try and get their help, and hopefully they can help me figure it out. And if I do succeed, then you'll see it in this video series, guys. Probably is the next video after this one, if I succeed. If it's not the next video after this one, you find some other demo, that probably means I have not succeeded, because that's what this series is going to be all about, get out of here. Releasing these Starflight 3 builds to the fans who never got to get this game, because now there's an official Starflight 3 coming, and this fan project Starflight 3 has been dead again for ages. I don't think it's going to come back, and if it did, it wouldn't come back as Starflight 3, because now there's an official one. So which, if you didn't know about, then go check it out. Greg Johnson behind the original Starflights is bringing back Starflight with an official Starflight 3 sequel, so that's going to be really cool in the next few years to check that out. But anyway, so I feel like the fans who waited around for 20 years are going to deserve something, and so that's what I'm going to try and do with these videos, and by releasing compiled demos for people to muck around with. So anyway, let's talk about this one now that I've done with the Starflight 3 situation and story. we've got a few things to show you. So as you can see, we've got a working Starflight. You can fly into systems and at least look at the planets. You can't do much else, but there are lots of different planets, and there are fluxes that'll take you to different parts of this sector, but also to other sectors, which is interesting, which is something that didn't really happen in the other Starflight games. So you can actually go to other parts of the galaxy. So let's do that. We're going to head to, maybe we'll head up to that blue planet there. We'll have a look at there, see what's going on there. Hopefully that music isn't drowning out my voice, because it's quite loud, isn't it? Seriously. There we go. So we've got some gas giants in this one. Little green one. I don't know if there's anything interesting. There's an orbit thing there, but nothing around it. Look at that beautiful blue star. Very nice. Oh, and while I'm here, we may as well have a look at. There's pretty much none of the ship systems are working, sadly. Like, you can't raise the shields, arm the weapons. No combat, obviously. Science, yeah, you can't do much of this. Bridge, navigation. No, we've already done that. And obviously, command, can't do land, disembark, cargo. There's nothing in the cargo. Can't log planets. No ship's log. I think you can view the ship systems. Yeah, look at that. That looks pretty nifty, doesn't it? No repair, can't... well, we're not in hyperspace. But I don't think that works anyway. And can't talk to anyone, of course. They've blanked out all those options. So, yeah. There's not much working other than the ship system stuff. More Jupiter looking, isn't it? So let's go to a flux and into that nebula, because the flux sequence is really cool, guys, and I'll take you to one of the other sectors and show you some more planets, because there's some beautiful lava planets and Earth-like planets and stuff. So let me see, the flux to get us to sector 2 is in 1540 inside that nebula. Alright, 1540. So we're at 40. Just need to get to 15. Oh, bang! In we go. I was meant to do that a little more gracefully, but naturally, because I'm recording a video, I don't. So here we go. Look at this. We're in another sector. Obviously, they haven't done much in this one, but there's 3 planets now. Apparently, there's another one, another internal sector flux that won't take us out of it. That'll get us nearer those planets, even though we're near them anyway. But you know, because why not? So it's at, this one is at 10.7. Ah! There we go. Now you can actually see the animation that I blasted through last time. Woohoo! And now that should put us right in the bottom corner near the systems. And this green one I think had some cool planets. Look at it, it's a very busy system, isn't it? All sorts of planets. So we've got a nice one here, looking very icy. Got another ice one up here. Gas giant, or a very reddish gas giant. Blue gas giant. Got a rocky planet. Beautiful green star. Lava planet. And there's a couple of different types of lava planets as well, which I have to try and find. Very greeny looking gas giant there. Another greeny one. 3-1. 3-1. Ah. 3-1. There we go. Ugh. Good God, man. I think they needed to, yeah, polish the navigation. The whole ship moving point. Oh, you know what I mean. Alright. So we should be back in the this sector. Let's see if there's anything interesting up here. I think the jump gate to sector 3 is also up there as well. There's not really anything interesting interesting planets there. Oh, come here. No, nothing there. Right, so the gate to get to Sector 3 is in 1151, which we are very near. 11... There you are. Take me to Sector 3, baby. Just above them. Nothing much in the orange one. Earth-like planet. Cool looking sun. Look at that. How near is that to the sun? It's pretty cool. Alright, I think to finish off, I just want to show you guys one of the other lava planets, which is pretty cool looking, which I think is in one of these systems. Nearly there. Oh, I hate overshooting. Look at this. Lava central in here. Cool. Ooh, there we go. There's the other one. That's a very nice design. Presumably at some point these would end up animating and look really cool. Or maybe they just save that for the orbit view or something. I don't know. But yeah, really cool. So yeah. Oh, I think that's enough. Sadly, there's not much else you can do in it. All these lovely buttons down the right hand side here don't do anything, and they've limited a lot of the options. So no mouse features. I'll continue to work on getting the 2006 Allegro files compiled, which I think will lead to a much more complete version of this old style Starflight 3 remake, and I'll also show you guys the newer remakes. I've also got the source files for the Python version, which was pretty much the final iteration of the project that got anywhere from from roughly sort of 2012 and 13 and 14ish, sort of roughly around then. And yeah, hopefully I can show you guys some more stuff, and hope you're enjoying this series. See you next time. Bye.